Hello guys, welcome to Motion Tutor, and I am back with another After Effects very cool and very interesting tutorial. And in this tutorial I'm gonna be teach you how you can create this type of snowy neon logo animation or text animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So basically it will be 100% After Effects tutorial. And the tutorial will be divided into two parts, so you will also get the second part link in description, so you can watch the second part as well, because in this part I will only show you how you can achieve the neon effect inside of After Effects. Like the neon effect will be very procedural, so like you can select some custom colors. You don't even need to track this one, like this neon, like you don't even need to trace it, like you just need your logo, your shape. So like if I show you what I am saying, so here you can see I just edit the text inside of my composition. I don't even create mask or auto trace it. So basically it will be create the effect on the edges of your logo. So like if I add the logo here, so you can see it will be automatically create the ice effect. The everything will be procedural and automatically generated. So you can also select some, like in the neon one, you can also select some custom colors on some stroke points on neon points. So like if I want this color, I need this M color to maybe orange, and this last one N to be orange. So I can just select these points, and now I am going to my main composition and everything will be changed. So you can see it's very cool and very unique technique, so you will learn something really new. So in first part I will show you how you can achieve this neon effect, which has included the flicker animation. So if I show you the flicker animation, so you can see I change the resolution to quarter, and it will be automatically create flicker animation on your point, and also randomize color. So if you want randomize color animation, like I can show you, so it will be automatically generate random color. So you can see it's also looking very cool. So if you need random color on your animation, so you can also going with this technique. So basically guys, this is very cool and very unique tutorial. So watch the both part and feel free to hit the subscribe button, because I am making this type of tutorials for you on regularly basis. So guys, basically the idea is the Videohive template which inspired me to create this. So I will also put the template link in description, but the template is not mine. The template needs a trapcode particular to render this template, but if you're interested to buy, so I will put the link in description. So I don't create it 100% similar, because then it will be not cool, but I think 75% is this effect is similar, but it's 100% After Effects version, so it will be not 100% similar, but I don't even want to create 100% similar, because then it will be not good for the seller who is selling the template. So without wasting any more time, we will get started with our tutorial. So here now I am in my new project, and here firstly you can click there and change the bit channel per channel to 32 bit per channel, and then click OK, and then click on this icon to create a new composition, which will be 1280 by 720 I am going with, because it will be took a lot of memory and a lot of graphics to render. So if you have a good PC, so you are able to going with 920 by 1080 also, but you can also choose 920 by 1080 if you want. So then you can click OK, and you can change the name if you want, and then click OK. And then first thing is to import your logo or type a text if you want to going with text. So I typed a simple text no, and the font is Glory heavy italic. So then you can select the layer, right click here and pre-comp it, and click on move all attribute, and you can change the name to logo or logo change, logo edit, whatever you want. So then you can click OK, and then everything we can change the logo later. So now you can select the layer, press Ctrl D and duplicate it, and right click and pre-comp this composition again, and here now you can change the name to stroke, and click on move all attribute, and then click OK. And then inside of this in this composition, you can select this composition layer and press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and then you can go to effects and preset panel, and here you can search for simple choker effect and drag it on first logo comp layer, and you can change the value to 3 or 5. Like if you are going with 9020 by 1080 composition, so you can change it to 5, or maybe you can change it later. So then you can alpha inverted made this with this logo comp. So if you don't see the alpha mate option, so you can click on this toggle switches, or maybe press F4, and you can drag the same simple choker effect on the second layer, and in this time you can change the value to -3, and then you can add a fill effect on this layer. So you can drag a fill effect and you can change the color to white, and then you can go to your main composition, and here we have the logo layer. So you can select the logo composition layer, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and pre-comp it and change the name to flicker neon or flicker or something you want, and then click on move all attribute, and then click OK, and then go to this composition, and here you can add biggest effect on it and drag this effect on this composition layer, and you can change the blending mode to transparent and change the segment to 1 and the width to 8, or maybe with to 5. We can change it later if you need it, and the end opacity to 1 and the hardness to 1, and then I think maybe the width will be 4. Okay, so we can change it later, and basically the width is also depending on your composition size. So then you can add a fill effect here and drag this here, and you can change the color to maybe 50% gray, like gray, 50 black, 50 white. Maybe you can type here 50, so it will be do it gray, and then you can add a hue and saturation layer effect and drag this on this layer, and you can check the colorize box and change the colorize saturation to 100, and then you can right click and create a new null object, and you can hide it, and you can change the name to whatever you want, but I am changing the name to C, like for control, or maybe whatever you can say, and then you can add a slider control here, and go to effects and expression control, and also add color control. So you can now lock this layer from here, so you can lock this effects panel, effects control panel. So you can press enter and change the color control name to color, and then you can select the logo composition layer and press E and go to fill effect and hold the alt key and click on this color stopwatch and drag this pick whip to this color controller, and you can also change the color, but now it will be doesn't work because we added the hue and saturation on top. And then you can go to this hue and saturation and hold the alt key and click on this hue colorize hue stopwatch, and here now you can type index and then star, and then you can go to the slider controller and change the name to color range, and you can select the effect and press Ctrl D and duplicate it, and you can change the second one name to color speed, and then you can press enter and it will be change the name, and then you can like click on this expression box and click here, and then you can drag this pick whip to this color range first, and then you can add plus here, and then you can drag the pick whip again, but firstly you can type here time multiply by typing star, and then you can drag this pick whip to this color speed controller, and then it will be now okay, and then you can change the color speed slider to 180 and the color range to 60, and now you can select this controller and press Ctrl D and duplicate it one more time, and now you can change the name to the stroke size and put it above if you want, or maybe put it below, it doesn't matter, and then you can go to this Vegas effect and go to this rendering, and here hold the alt key and click on this with stopwatch and drag this pick whip to this stroke size, and you can change the size here now 4%, so now we can control it from here, so now it's more easy, and then you can select the like the slider controller again and press Ctrl D and duplicate it and change the name to flicker, and press Ctrl D and duplicate it one more time and change this one name to wiggler. And then you can duplicate it one more time by pressing Ctrl D and change this name to opacity, and change the flicker value to 8 and the wiggler value to 20 and the opacity to 80. And then you can type a transform effect here and drag this effect on this logo composition layer. First of all, you can select this null object effects control, and then you can go to bottom and select this opacity of this transform effect and hold the alt key and click on this stopwatch, and then you can pick whip this with this opacity slider, and then you can leave it, and then you can select this layer and press T and hold the alt key and click on this stopwatch, and here you can type wiggle, and then you can pick whip this slider with this flicker slider, and then you can add comma, and then you can pick whip this with this like wiggler slider, and then you can add this bracket or square, whatever it is, so you can see it here, and then you can add this, and then it will be okay. So now here you can see we have our animation, like our layer is flickering little bit, so you can see we can adjust it with this slider. So if you want fast flicker, so now we can control everything within this slider. We have also the opacity slider, so now we have everything is under control. So then you can select the logo layer and uncheck this log button. So then you can go to this Vegas effect and go to image counters, and you can change the render to selected counter, and you can change the channel to alpha, and then you can select 1, and now you can select this layer, press Ctrl D to duplicate it and go to there and select the second counter, and you can duplicate it literally 20 to 35 times, 30 times, or maybe the last number is 50, so you can also you can duplicate it 50 times and change the every layer name. So firstly I will recommend you to change it, press enter on this layer and change the name to logo 1, so then it will be easier for you. So like I will duplicate it firstly, so I duplicate it 12 times. So now I will select the every layer and I will change it to 2, and this one to 3, this one to 4. So you can change it to how duplicates you can do. So I recommend you to duplicate it like 25 to 30 times, so it will be maximum, not maximum, but it will be depending on your logo or your shape counters. So here you can see I duplicated 25 times. So you can see every layer here, like this is the 19 layer, so here this selected counter number is 19, so the every layer the number will be same. So it will be then okay when you change the logo, so it will be automatically trace it and automatically make it. So now it's time to add some keyframes. So you can select your null object and keyframe on wiggler and keyframe on opacity, and press U to see the keyframes. And if I change it to quarter resolution, so we can better now keyframe it. So go to 2 seconds and add a keyframe on both, and go to 15 frame and change the wiggler amount to 500, and go to 0 frame and change the opacity to 0. So now we have something like this, and on first frame you can change the slider value to maybe 150. So now it will be start something like this, and you can select the keyframes, right click and ease them, and then you can go to 6 seconds and add a keyframe and go to 7.5 seconds and change the slide wiggler value to maybe 500 or 600 according to your need. So and then you can go to last frame, and here you can change the wiggler value to maybe 200 or 150, and the slider will be 0. So now it will be fade up and fade down, something like this type of animation. So now it's okay, we have flicker animation, our flicker animation is done. So now we will come to our stroke composition, not stroke, our main composition, and here you can duplicate this stroke layer and by pressing Ctrl D and right click and pre-comp it, click move all attribute, and here you can change the name. So I change the name to custom color and then click OK, and then go to this composition and here select this stroke color like a stroke layer, and here you can add, first of all you can add a paint bucket effect here. So you can search for paint bucket and drag this effect on this layer. So now you have able to change the color. So like you can select the one of the stroke point. So like I want to change this color to maybe some blue or some orange, so like orange, and then you can click OK. And also you can firstly add fill effect here. So we can like select firstly the whole color and put it above, and you can select the color. So like I want this color to maybe sky blue, and then you can duplicate it multiple times to select multiple different colors. So like here now I can change the color if I want to maybe some pink. So like you can duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D, and you can like use this multiple times. And now go to the main composition, and here you can select the stroke composition layer and press Ctrl D to duplicate it one more time, and you can pre-comp it and click on move all attribute, and here you can change the name to custom flicker, and then you can click OK, and then go to this compositions, and here firstly you can go to this flicker neon comp, and here you can select this null object and go to edit and copy the null object and come to this custom flicker composition by just press Ctrl V to paste it this null here, and you can delete the all effects from here. Just leave the flicker and the wiggler effect, and just delete the all other slider, and also delete the keyframes, and you can change the flicker value to 5 and the wiggler value to maybe 160%, or we can change it later if we need it. And then you can add the paint bucket effect on this stroke, drag this effect on this layer, and now you can change the fill selector to opacity and the blending mode to fill only, and you can change the tolerance to maybe 80%, and then you can change the color to white, and you can hide this effect for now, and you can select some of point which you want to custom flicker. So like I want this point maybe, so then you can enable this effect, and then you can hold this alt key and click on this stopwatch of opacity, and then you can select this layer and click on this lock button, and then you can type the same wiggle expression here, and you can pick whip firstly with this flicker, and then add comma, and then you can pick whip with this wiggler slider, and then you can add the bracket or square bracket, what is it, and then you can add this little semicolon, maybe it is semicolon. So then now we have flicker, like you can see, so it will be your custom flicker animation. So like if you want multiple points, so now you can just select this layer and press Ctrl D, and maybe you can press duplicate it one more time, and you can put it below, and you can change the name to guide, and you can delete the effect from it. So like then you can see it, and you can right click and you can click this, select this guide layer. So then now it will be guide layer, it will be don't render in our main composition. So like I want the second flicker point to maybe this N, and then if you disable it, so you can see does it's not recognize it perfectly. So now you can see, so now we have two flicker, so you can see. So now we have also custom flicker, so you can enable it and you can position it, then you can see it. So now you can go to your main composition, and here you can delete this logo comp here by selecting and pressing Ctrl D, and now you can search for set matte effect, and you can drag this effect on this custom color layer. So then you can select the, first of all you can select the stroke one, and you can press Ctrl D and duplicate it, and now you can hide the all other layers for now, and then you can from this duplicate you can select the custom, like the flicker neon, not custom flicker, and you can press Ctrl D to duplicate it one more time, and then you can select this custom flicker, and now you can check the like invert matte option. So now like we have the custom colors, like we have now custom colors option available if we want. So we can go and select the custom color, but if you want the random color, so how you can use the random color one? So you can just drag this like the set matte effect on this flicker neon layer, and you can select first the stroke one, and you can press Ctrl D, duplicate it, and then you can select the custom flicker and check the invert box. So then now when you enable this, so it will be automatically choose random color. So like if I make it quarter and then you can show you, so you can see it will be automatically flickering and selecting custom colors. So like you can see, and also the custom flicker is in this composition, which is our in this composition. So if you don't need too much custom flicker, so I just need the O custom flicker, I don't need this N one. So now I am going with just the O one. So now just the O is flickering too much, the other point will be slow, flickering slow. So I hope you understand what I am saying. So now, and guys, by the way, if you have any question, if you don't understand anything, so feel free to ask your comment in comment section. So now when you done this, and you can now like come to this composition and select whatever color you want. Like if you want custom color, so you can select this, enable this composition, and if you want the flick like the random color, so you can enable this one. Otherwise, so you can see, so you can also change the name now here by pressing enter, and you can change the name random color. So I change the name, but I hope the name is perfect. And here you can see the name is also has mistake, so I change the name to custom color. Now it's okay. So like you can change it, like select it from here. So now you can select the all and right click and pre-comp it and move all attribute, and you can change the name. So I change the name to neon stroke and then click OK. And then here you can add some effect. First of all will be solid composite, so you can drag this effect on this layer. So what this effect does, so if I disable it, so it will be remove the transparency from your layer. So you can select the black color here, and then you can add a glow effect here on this layer, and you can change the glow intensity to 0.2 and the glow threshold to 15% and the glow radius to 15 also. So now you can select the glow effect and press Ctrl D to duplicate it and change the glow radius for second one to maybe 100 to 150. So you can duplicate it one more time and change this glow radius to maybe 300, or maybe you can change it according to your need, and I think this will be 125 will be okay, but you can change it later, tweak it later. So now I am ramp previewing and show you what we made here. So guys, the ramp preview is done, and you can see it's looking very cool neon type of flickering animation. So like we have now everything in this composition. We have the all sliders, and we have also the custom flicker like thing. So you can also, like you can see the O is flickering too much, so you can also control this, and we have everything in under control. So now if I go to this logo comp and I will change the text to logo, so I am sure everything will be changed, but the thing will be not changed is the custom color, which we want to select manually from here. So like the first part is only this. So like if I want this two parts, so like I need this two colors, so you can select the colors. And in this now you can see you can also want to like select the custom animation to maybe, so you can you can see like we have the points to select. So the both flicker is now okay. So we can also control this flicker and wiggler amount. So you can see now everything is there. We don't want to create any more like mask path and something like this. So just it's 100% and very procedure. So guys, that's it for this part. So you will also get the second part link in description. So if you're interested to, not interested, you want to learn, so you can get the second part link in description. And guys, feel free to like and subscribe because I will make tutorial for you. And guys, also if you interested to buy the template, so I will put the template link in description. And this is not mine template which on Videohive, it's some other seller template. I don't know who it is, but if you want to support the seller, so you can go and buy the template. Otherwise, if you want to support me, so you can support me on Patreon. I will put my Patreon link in description, and I will also share the After Effects project file of this tutorial also on Patreon. So become my Patreon supporter and get my projects file template, like After Effects projects file of my tutorials for free on Patreon. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you don't understand anything, feel free to ask a comment in comment section and I will reply to you, and I will catch you in the next part of this tutorial. Bye bye.